Hello, I am doing a daytime Housewives of Atlanta slash Phaedra Parks reading review. I'm trying to do it to where it's not too long because I have another meet to go and do. I just slow cooked some beans. I attended two charity events for last week. One is to rebuild um, a meeting house that was back the historical monument, and another one was a furniture event that had motherland dance, those that what you call them asylum. I believe that's the word. I don't know if I'm using the right term, but you get the idea what I'm saying. They from the motherland. Let me say it like that. Keep it simple. So this video here, let y'all know, I didn't do much Matter Mondays, but have you watched other videos on here? I'm hoping to grow my channel. At first, I don't care, but I'm hoping I could spend a little bit more time with you all. Or until I get another platform that's gonna, they sent me a notice about the suicide video. I'm like, well, dang, people get there and they spend money before they commit suicides, or how, how they hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Let me not say nothing no further, okay? But they sent me a notice saying um it wasn't gonna be monetized, but you get the whole, the message go further than what I may get off of it, because in 6 years I'm still like round in a very very low range. Okay, I'm not even halfway to cash out at the $100 mark out of 6 years. I believe it's been 6 years. Now, for 3 years, I wasn't able to do anything much because I was learning how to do YouTube and so much like that, and I was mainly doing the blogs. So the blog is, I have welcomeingness.blogspot.com, and then State of the Black Parent has stateoftheblackparent.blogspot.com. So it has, Professor Call, uh, and it's gonna be updated soon. It soon will be updated in the winter. But let me get on to the reading because I didn't went past 2 minutes. But I want to do this reading review. There is another video about Lala and Carmelo. I'm saying review reading because most people like the celebrity, like, and I know I talk about serious matters, but the celebrity ones, such as about Kevin Gates and about fighting, that's the stuff they get reviewed. So, and I've had some other people reply, offline, behind the scenes, whatever like that. So I'm calling this celebrity reading review. So this I don't do cards, okay? This celebrity reading review is uh is on Housewives of Atlanta and Phaedra. So definitely, this is what I bring forth about it. I do not really watch the show. I have watched it in the past, and I only know snippets right now of what's going on. That's just how busy my life is, and I want to spend that energy more focused in reading books. I do want to get the book that is by Angela Stat. Okay, what her name is? House Lies of Atlanta. I think that's the title of the book. So I do want to get into it. It's not gonna be the first book. The book that I put on my previous BookTube channel. That one is what I'm still striving to start on. So definitely, okay. Come forth with all this information. Phaedra is of the Scorpio season. So, I've been, as this stuff been going on, I always felt everybody should step back and not rush a review to it. I felt it was a matter, I felt Kandi was innocent. Uh, you know, just because she was bold enough to speak about her sexual deja vus or whatever like that, you can't be loose with limits. So I didn't believe it. Of course, I was like, "Oh, this is extreme, extreme." And I was like, and I had no review of it. Like I said, I don't really watch the show. I don't watch I see some reviews, like if it's a subscriber on my channel, somebody that I watch, they may not be a subscriber, but I watch them often. Then I may look at it, or it's something that keep on coming through my feeds and I get interested in it, I may. So some of the stuff I might be saying you may know, or you may be able to connect it up or so like that, let it be. But I always felt that it was not like that. But Phaedra, there are some parties like when she first came out, and a Capricorn, someone that, close like with. So they was like, I was telling her like, somebody I grew up with, and the person a Virgo, and they look alike and stuff like that. And then I have also another, as the show got on, and I get told about it, and then I may go watch a few little episodes or something like that. I was like, oh yeah, she's reminding me of such and such a kinfolk. I believe is in the Aquarius season. I believe they're really in the Aquarius season as I'm trying to figure them out. But they was one of those relatives ain't nobody barely knew their birthday. Even though they lived out of state, but still, usually be like, oh, such and such birthday, but really. So this is what I have. Her front sign is a Scorpio, and her back signs I estimate at being Aquarius and Libra. She has so much of the personalities, including, the little eyebrow obsession that is like her highlight, extrovertness. And I believe she do have some Virgo back house, and I believe that would really how she has been able to carry on for decades who she is. The Aquarius, Virgo, Libra, and most Libras, they're socialites, and most Libras are usually smart. But when you get a Libra into religion, oh god dang, and that's why I believe her back signs are Libra and Aquarius, are her back signs. So her sun is Scorpio, but her back sign, so that would kind of make her a mellower, not the outbold Scorpio, but more of a, socialite, extrovert Scorpio. Kandi is a Taurus. I believe her back sign could be Pisces or Aries. But I like that she can be practical. She's a fixed sign. You see how she's content about this is what she do, this and that, and she stayed firm on sticking to it. Phaedra's mistake was due to her status, and because she has a high success rate of doing, being that Scorpio. She has a high success rate of it. But with Kandi, I don't know why when it came to Kandi, Mama Joyce, I don't know. She must stop because Todd mom was gone, and because Todd and Mama Joyce didn't get along, and she probably was eventually okay with it because her relationship broke up. She really was really let's say crusting. She knew it was gonna be some hard work around Kandi and Todd's relationship to break up as hers was breaking up, but kind of with her way away from it, that she really was, expecting that some kind of way, in a way that she interpreted as, well, you my friend, we go through hard times together, and it's a sympathy thing to it. I really felt when it came to this whole Kandi thing and the Fed tax, I read on the blog, not sure, but rumorly the feds that can't interview Kandi and so forth like that. Somebody had in a review that Phaedra was suspecting that Kandi is not the type of person that's going to gossip on you. Now, if you put her in some water, and she's a person that is going to be, she's Taurus, in between Capricorn and Virgo, okay? So she's going to do and with her having her back signs possibly as mostly like a Pisces, Aries, possibly, or Sagittarius, between those three, could be in between her houses and her back signs. Um, she's gonna do everything. I have a cousin that looks so much look like her, has so much, energetic, and like, I admire Kandi that she has her house paid off. She one of the celebrities. Well, I don't know about the house she in now, but she got a house paid off. She bought her mom a house. Her mom took care of her child while she was on the road. Like, she really did good for herself as a black woman, an entrepreneur, a producer. Now, I don't care for some of her singles. Some of her singles, I'm like, oh. I do like I Fly Above, and that was, to me, the only single that she did. Like, that should have been, in the top. I'm going to say that should have been in the top 100. That was real good. I love it. It's a motivational song. It's a good teen inspired song. A good young adult inspired song. And she did good singing, like, in Xscape as the whole, but solo, the only thing she did good solo is I Fly Above. But as a character person, you really could trust her as a friend. That she's not going, she might joke a little bit, she might do something a little minor or something like that, but I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Usually everyone does has, I don't know, to the scarf. Now, there is a certain aqua sign that will take on a Scorpio, and it's the one that everybody think that's a pushover. They will take on to a certain degree. Well, not kind of over a certain degree. They will go da 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 da. But it's like well, everything about to break, like the crest is about to break. That's when a certain aqua sign will go at a Scorpio. Like, no. We like, okay, it's coming up. A certain aqua sign, the pushover aqua sign. But with that Taurus, uh, she knew she had to come hard, but it was more so if she would have came with something that was not a major. She could have, carried out a long time. People could have been like, forgot about it, here today, gone tomorrow. But I don't know what had her. It must have been the religious. Like I say, that Libra part of that back signs of a Libra could have you do some crazy ass shit. In religion, and that's why you gotta be cautious with a Libra up in religion, okay? Cause they will get there, and it could be some stuff need to be done, and they will get there. And when you got them in religion, and they will get there obsessed with religion, they will get there and go 29/7 with religion. That's the when you get them like they'll get there and be like, oh, I get there and live without money, or you know what I'm saying, or they'll get there and be used as a puppet, and you get a Libra. And I'm telling you, I had to pray a friend out of that, okay? But her back signs are Libra. That's how it goes with her Scorpio. I strongly believe that. So if someone that's deeper into charts and have more of a strong pen, give a video, tag me in it on the Google Plus, or on Twitter. Twitter, #StateBP. Then she did best to keep it neutral, especially with her husband. She know good and well that girl wrote that book. She just totally was lying and border, beyond, I don't know what to call it, para borderline or post borderline personality disorder. She should have kept it cool with Ken. When everything happened, she did better if she just was bougie, quiet, not had no storyline, and she would have did a storyline more so. Well, I'm gonna be peaceful. I'm gonna be religious one, and say, oh well, we're gonna work it out. I'm upset he did what he did, and so forth like that. Had him visit his children. She should have kept it cordial with him too. Because even with her being cordial, and her being in religion and being a Scorpio and Libra, they still could have, went forward. I'm about to get there and eat some red beans. Okay. I had these red beans cooling off and stuff like that. So I'm about to eat on camera. It's gonna be a 20-minute video. So and Peter, I am really Karmika Boom put in her video about how Peter's becoming more sexy. And I'm like, oh yeah. She aqua side also. So I was thinking the other thing when I saw him on the Breakfast Club. And he was talking about, how, about entrepreneur. I was like, oh, I like Uncle Ben's Peter. I didn't say Uncle Ben's like an insult. I never really said it, but other people said it. I'm like, all right. But I feel, Uncle Ben's as being a model and him being, he could be the entrepreneur, selling rice at his bar, different styles of rice. I did like the idea, like he had the businesses, even though they weren't, lasting long or whatever the situation, but he had that entrepreneur in him and he wasn't dependent on, and I really feel that the only thing that kept Cynthia, when you kind of think about it after the fact, not while it's going through, because you'd be like, oh, Peter, but then I'm like, now since the show kind of broken up, and I don't even watch it, but just like others are saying, Peter really did add a storyline and a sparkle to the whole script for both of them, because Cynthia, she like this dull Alabama beauty and stuff like that. I didn't even try to chart her because her and Portia are just say both Alabama, okay? I'm just gonna say that term. And maybe I shouldn't even be saying this here on video. But Phaedra's next mistake was what she did with that donkey video with Kenya. You're on the show. You cannot be doing dirty for every encounter that you do. Not be something if the people you did good with, but somebody need to be coming out kind of bragging on you or something. And I don't want like bragging on you like family, like her family is real close knit with and admiring to her. Her mom's a preacher. She should have paid that royalties to Kenya. That's not right. And I don't even care much for Kenya, okay? I don't hate Kenya. But with Kenya being Aquarius, the Aquarius very much, they have a reach out and they have a background desire with the, the pushover aqua sign. And so they really have that, they can really have it in them. But when they get fucked over, they go and they like train, they can be, let me use that, don't think of this as every Aquarius, because a lot of people are mature out of Common Core. A lot of people are mature, not a lot, let me use the word some are exception to the rule, mature out of Common Core. But the Common Core Aquarius, when they have been done and they have been something they let ride off, they usually are transfer spirits type of parties. That's usually what. And the other pushover aqua sign could be that too. But the Aquarius, when they do it, they go. You know what I'm saying? Like how Kenya went there with Vivica Fox, and it was just like it was just like petty evil that she did, and she was content about it afterwards. And it's like she, and Aquarius can be a transfer of spirit. So you gotta be careful when Aquarius get, you get a Common Core or sociopathic Aquarius. You have to really, really get that and bring them to the light. You have to come Taurus on them. You have to come Taurus, and you have to come, okay, whatever Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn that jacks you over, we're gonna have to get you. You're gonna have to convict yourself, and that's where you have to bring that. They have to have that extra Cancer in them. But when they get those transfer, and especially Very much like Kenya Moore, you be gone a long time, you won't even know about it. So like I said, Aquarius, when they get transfer of spirits, whew, love. Let's say transfer of presence. So, Phaedra, like I said, Phaedra could have got there and trimmed herself, like I said. If she was cordial at this time with Peter, Kandi, at least 25% more with her baby daddy, and with Kenya. Not fucked over Kenya with what she did, because, you know, she has to pay back for doing that transfer and stuff like that. Then, say she would have came up with another rumor on Kandi. Oh, Kandi cheated on. She would have said, you know, somebody cheating on the husband, or she would have said something about Kandi was involved with some kind of headline that didn't even match. Or even if she said the one about using the Marvin thing. That could have been a here today, gone tomorrow, and it could have been something that people let, like, oh, I ain't even wrestle to try to figure out if she did it or not. This facial video could really be 30 minutes, but I'm trying not to get it there. She has a long, like, everything is just like this reality show stuff. It just bring everything out of breaking the mantle. When I mean all the mantle is just breaking. Then Nene got there. She said little hints, but I feel that Nene had a vague rumor acceptance of what Phaedra was. It was vague. It was rumor. And she wasn't going to stress herself with it, but she's like, well, hey, I'm dramatic. I'm petty evil, but I ain't stepping up to that evil. I ain't trying to get you in no jail. I'll make you feel like you want to cry on Sunday morning. But I ain't trying to get you locked up for a whole bunch of clocks. So Nene was like, And she's like, I know I'm petty. And she may be too heavy for me to handle, so I'm going to stay my distance from her. I don't know what sign Nene is. But I wouldn't be surprised if she had Aries. And her back sign's a Libra. Just estimating. So everybody's going to really be looking to see for next season what Nene going to have to say about everything. They're going to be replaying over and over throughout the whole season. Different stuff Nene said, or maybe some little hints or whatever. Or some encounters with Phaedra and Nene. Because Nene did used to be looking at Phaedra crazy. And I respected Phaedra, you know, being an attorney. You know, then she had the little baby shower thing she had and the response she had for it. I respected that. I don't feel it was no big deal that she didn't tell people her due date, because that's your business what your due date is. That ain't felony to what she did currently. And then, do you remember? Oh, wow, this is going 30 minutes. I'm going to have to do 2 parts of this because it's going to probably take a long time. I'm going to do part 2, so tune in to part 2, and I will be talking about the incident where the guy went to the building to blow it up on the next video.